Good morning to all. So today we are going to solve the problems based on the chapter that is mechanical properties of fluids. So let us go through the question. A U-tube with both ends open to the atmosphere is partially filled with water. Oil which is immiscible with water is poured into one side until it stands at distance of 10 millimeter above the water level on the another side. So meanwhile, the water rises by 65 millimeter from its original level. So that is already shown in the diagram itself. The density of oil is, so four options they have given: 425 kg per meter cube, 800, 928 and 650. So four options they have given. So which answer is suitable for first one? Let us see that one. So here we know from the diagram, if you observe that one, the final water level they are mentioned here and initial water level mentioned here, A, B, C. Those are the levels that is mentioned here. So here from the diagram, the pressure at point C, pressure at point C is given by the formula PC is equal to PA plus of density of water into acceleration due to gravity into height of the water, where H water from the diagram, that is nothing but CE level. So the value of that is 65 plus of 65 millimeter. So if you add this one, we are getting 130 millimeter. So same thing, we are going to calculate pressure at point B. So that is PB is equal to PA plus of density of oil into G into height of oil. We are going to do here, where H oil, that is given as AB. So that's equal to 65 plus of 65 plus of 10 millimeter. So this one we are getting 140 millimeter. So here, so next continued part I'm going to show here at the right side. In the liquid pressure, is the same at the same liquid level. So therefore, that is given by PB is equal to PC. Pressure at B point is equal to pressure at C. That's equal to density of oil, acceleration due to gravity into height of the oil. So that is equal to density of water, acceleration due to gravity and height of water. So by using this one, we are going to calculate density of oil is equal to 130 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 140. So after simplification, we are getting 13 divided by 14 into 10 to the power of 3. So when we simplify this one, we are getting 928.57 kg per meter cube. So here, this is the density of oil. So when we observe all these four options, so the right option is C one. That is 928 kg per meter cube. Second one, two non-mixing liquid of density rho I n into rho, where n is greater than 1, are put in a container. Height of each liquid is h, solid cylinder of length L, density D is put in this container. Cylinder floats with the vertical and length T into L, that is T is less than 1 in the denser liquid. The density D is equal to. So 4 options they have given. So among 4 options, we have to choose the right option. So for second one, in order to solve that one, let us draw the diagram here. And this is rho. Let us consider this is n into rho. And here from this level, that is given by L minus of P into L. And this is P into L here, where D is nothing but that is density of cylinder it is. And A is nothing but area of cross section of the cylinder. So using law of flotation, so weight of cylinder is equal to upward upthrust by 2 liquids, that is given by L into A into D into G is equal to N rho into P into L into A into G plus of rho in the bracket L minus of PL into AG. So we want D here. So therefore D is equal to N into P into rho plus of rho is taken outside 1 minus of P, that is equal to NP plus of 1 minus of P into rho. So after simplification, we can possible to write this one as 1 in the bracket N minus of 1 into P into rho. So therefore, for second one, this one is the right answer. Next, third one. The cylindrical tube of spray pump has radius R. One end of it has N holes, each of radius R. The speed of liquid in the tube is V. The speed of the ejection of the liquid through the holes is. So 4 options they have given. So here, third one. So we know the speed of ejection of the liquid through the hole B. Let us consider that one as V according to the equation of continuity. So how we are writing? Pi R square into V is equal to N into pi into R square into V. Or you can write this one as V is equal to pi R square V divided by N pi into R square. So this one we can possible to write this one as here pi gets cancelled. So V into R square divided by N into R square. So therefore for third one, this one is the right answer. So next, fourth one. A small hole of area of cross section 2 millimeters square is present near the bottom of the fully filled open tank of height 2 meters and G value is 10 meters per second square. The rate of flow of water through the open hole would be nearly that is equal to. So this one we are going to calculate by using formula Torricel's theorem. So that is given by V is equal to root of 2GH. Substitute the known values, that is 2 into G value is 10 and H value is that is 2 it is. So after simplification, we are getting 6.32 meters per second. Next, we are using equation of continuity. So according to that, volume of liquid flowing per second is given by Q is equal to area into volume. So therefore, 2 into 10 to the power of 6 into 6.32, that is equal to 12.6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter per second. Therefore, for fourth one, B1 is the right answer. Next, fifth one. A window with speed of 40 meters per second blows parallel to the roof of house. Area of roof is 2. That is 50 meters square. Assuming that pressure inside the house is atmospheric pressure, the pressure exerted by the wind on the roof and direction of the force will be, and density of air they have given 1.2 kg per meter cube, and they ask to find among 4 options which one is the right answer. Here, when first option they have given 2.4 into 10 to the power of 5, second one 2.4 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton, downwards they have given, third one 4.8 in the downward direction, fourth one 4.8 in upward direction. So when we observe all those 4 options, for fifth one, eighth one is the right answer. So next, sixth one, a fluid is in a streamline flows across the horizontal pipe of variable area of cross section. For this, which of the following statement is correct, they ask. So for sixth one, according to equation of continuity, so we are writing this one as A into V is equal to constant. Therefore, velocity is maximum at the narrowest part and minimum at the widest part of the pipe. So according to Bernoulli's theorem, T plus of half into rho into V square is equal to constant. Therefore, velocity, hence, when fluid flows across the horizontal pipe of variable area of cross section, its velocity is maximum and pressure is minimum at the narrowest part and vice versa. Therefore, for sixth one, eighth one is the right answer. That is, velocity is maximum at narrowest part of the pipe and pressure is maximum at the widest part of the pipe. Next, seventh one. 2 small spherical metal balls having equal masses are made of from materials of density ρ1 and ρ2 and have their radii 1 millimeter and 2 millimeter. They are made to fall vertically in a viscous medium whose coefficient of viscosity is eta and density is 0.1 into ρ2. The ratio of the terminal velocity would be. So seventh one is calculated by using formula, that is, terminal velocity is given by the formula V is equal to 2r square in the bracket rho minus of sigma into g divided by 9 into neta. The ratio of terminal velocity of the spherical metal balls is V1 by, for first one V1 we are taking, for second one V2 we are taking. Therefore, 2 by 9, r is 1 square in the bracket 8 ρ2 minus of 0.1 into ρ2 divided by V2. V2 value is 2 by 9, R value is 2 square in the bracket ρ2 minus of 0.1 into ρ2 here. So if you take the ratio of these, V1 by V2 is equal to 7.9 into ρ2 divided by 4 in the bracket 0.9 into ρ2. So this one we are getting 79 divided by 36. Therefore, for seventh one, this one is the right answer. So next, eighth one. So just here, observe the question. A small spherical of radius r from rest in a viscous liquid has a result. Heat is produced due to viscous due to viscous force, the rate of production of heat when the sphere attains its terminal velocity is proportional to, 4 options they have given. So go through it. So 8th one, that is calculated as, so this one 8th one. So viscous drag force F is equal to 6 pi neta R into V. So that is given by F is equal to 6 pi neta R into V, where V is the terminal velocity. The rate of production of heat is equal to power force into terminal velocity. Therefore, P is equal to 6 pi neta R into V. So this is equal to 6 pi neta R into V square. Because terminal velocity V is equal to 2R square, rho minus of sigma into G divided by 9 into neta. Now power is equal to 6 pi neta into R in the bracket 4R raised to 4 sigma rho minus of sigma whole square divided by 81 neta square into G square. So from this, or you can write this one as power is directly proportional to R raised to 5. Therefore, for 8th one, 6th one is the right answer. 9th one, a capillary tube of radius R is immersed in water and water rises in it to a height of h. Mass of the water in the capillary is 5 grams. Another capillary tube of radius 2R is immersed in water. The mass of water that will rises in this tube is, so 4 option 2.5, 5 grams, 10 grams and 20 grams. So for 9th one, force of surface tension balance the weight of water in the capillary tube, that we already know. Therefore, Fs is equal to P into cos theta into 2 pi R. That's equal to M into G. From this, mass is directly proportional to R. Hence, M dash divided by M is equal to R dash divided by R. So this is written as M dash divided by 5 grams. That's equal to 2R divided by R. Therefore, M dash is equal to 10 grams we are getting. So here RR gets cancelled. If you make the cross multiplication, we are getting M dash is equal to 10 grams. So therefore, for 9th one, that is heat one is the right answer. So next, 10th one. A soap bubble having radius of 1 millimeter is blown from detergent solution having a surface tension of 2.5 into 10 to the power of -2 Newton per meter. The pressure inside the bubble equals to the point Z0 below the free surface of water in the container. G value is 10 meters per second. Density of water is 10 to the power of 3. And the value of Z0 is 0.5, 100, 10 centimeter and 1 centimeter. 4 options they have given. So here for 10th one, we know pressure at the point Z0 below the surface of water, that is given as symbolically P into Z0 is equal to P0 plus of Pg into Z0. Also pressure inside a soap bubble is given by P is equal to P0 plus of 4T divided by R. As pressure per question P into Z0 is equal to P. Therefore, P0 plus of 4T divided by R is equal to P0 plus of rho into Z into Z0. Therefore, Z0 is equal to 4T divided by R rho into G. So that's equal to 4 into 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole divided by 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10. So after simplification, we are getting 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. That is equal to 1 centimeter. Therefore, for 10th one, this one is the right answer. Next, 11th one. A rectangular film of liquid is extended from 4 centimeter into 2 centimeter to 5 centimeter into 4 centimeter. If work done is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 joule, the value of surface tension of the liquid is. So for 11th one, 4 options they have given. So we know work done is equal to surface tension of the film into change in area of the film. So that is given by W is equal to T surface tension T into change in area delta A. So here A1 is equal to 4 into 2 centimeter. That is equal to 8 centimeter square. And A2 value is 5 into 4, that is equal to 20 centimeter square. And change in area is equal to A2 minus of A1 into 2. So that is 24 centimeter square. So that is 24 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square antanu baribodu. Work done is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 adra surface tension we have to calculate. Therefore, T is equal to W divided by delta into A. That is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 divided by 24 into 10 to the power of minus 4. You can simplify my result to 0.125 Newton per meter. So therefore, for 11th one, this one is the right answer. Next, 12th one, 3 liquid of density rho1, rho2, rho3 having the same value of surface tension rises to the same height in 3 identical capillaries. The angle of contact θ1, θ2, θ3 obeys. So they have given 4 options. So among 4 options, we have to choose the right one. So for 12th one, capillary rise equation is given by H is equal to 2T cos theta divided by R rho into G. For given value of T and R, H is directly proportional to cos theta divided by rho. And here H1 is equal to H2 is equal to H3, or you can represent this one as cos theta 1 divided by rho 1 is equal to cos theta 2 divided by rho 2 is equal to cos theta 3 divided by rho 3. So here rho 1 is greater than rho 2, that is greater than rho 3. So for 0 is less than or equal to theta. So that is less than is equal to pi by 2, or theta 1 is less than theta 2, that is less than theta 3. So therefore, hence 0 is less than or equal to theta 1, that is less than theta 2, that is less than theta 3, that is less than pi by 2. Therefore, for 12th one, this one is the right answer. 13th one. Water rises to the height h in the capillary tube if length of capillary tube above the surface of water is made less than h. Then 4 options they have given. Water rises up to a point a little below the top and stays there. Second one, water does not rise at all. Third one, water rises up to the tip of capillary tube and then starts overflowing like a fountain. Fourth one, water rises up to the top of capillary tube and stays there without overflowing, and we have to choose the right option. So we know water will not overflow but will change its radius of curvature. Therefore, for 13th one, this one is the right answer. 14th one. A certain number of spherical drop of liquid of radius r coalesces to form a single drop of radius r and volume v. If T is the surface tension of the liquid, then which option is suitable? We have to choose. So let's see, for 14th one, n droplets each of radius r coalesces to form big drop of radius r. Therefore, volume of n drops equal to volume of big drop. So here if you write the mathematical formula, n into 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So that is equal to n is equal to r cube divided by small r cube. Let us consider this one as equation 1. So volume of big drop is V1 by V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this one second equation. Initial circle area of n drop. Therefore, A1 is equal to n into 4 pi r square. That's equal to r square divided by r cube into 4 pi r square. Using equation 1, it becomes 4 pi r cube divided by r. That's equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. 3 divided by r. So that is equal to 3v divided by r. So using equation 2 in this, so final surface area of the big drop is given by AF is equal to 4 pi r square. That's equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into 3 by r. So that is equal to 3v divided by r. So using 2, so remaining part I am going to show on left side. Okay, if you want to note down, you can note down this one. And next, density decrease in surface area. That is given by delta A is equal to AI minus of AF. So that is equal to 3V divided by R minus of 3V divided by R. Take 3V as a common term, it becomes 1 by R minus of 1 by capital R. So therefore, energy release equal to surface tension into decrease in surface area is given by T into delta A is equal to 3V into T in the bracket 1 by R minus of 1 by capital R. So therefore, for 14th one, C one is the right answer. 15th one. The wettability of the surface by a liquid depends preliminary on density, angle of contact between surface and liquid, viscosity, and surface tension. So we know the wettability of surface by a liquid depends preliminary on angle of contact between the surface and the liquid. When we observe all the 4 options, the right answer is this one, that is angle of contact between the surface and the liquid.